here from Arizona, and Rebecca, we know each other like for about a year already,
Yeah.
right? When did we meet?
Actually, it would be exactly a year because my first convoy was last November.
Last November? Did
Yeah.
we meet in November, or was it on your second
I
trip?
thought I met you. Oh,
I
yeah.
missed November. I think we met in
December.
January or
December. I did November and December.
You sure?
Yeah.
We can actually find it here on my channel, but
Yeah.
let's not
So
spend time on that.
I bet you.
Almost a year. It works, and you can hear us. That's amazing.
Nice.
So plus from Fred, Muck Pigeon, hello guys, Keith Kane, Alvin Archer, Just Jimmy, Nikki Hill, mostly moderators. Well, Robert Jonasar.
You have a really great community.
Thank you.
Your Discord community,
I mean-
like they're so welcoming and friendly
Yeah.
and helpful and.
So you're
like,
also on our Discord?
Yeah.
What's your name there?
Probably Wolf Party of One. Oh wait,
Party of
actually, Discord might be Becca 360. I can't remember.
360.
I guess here. I guess I could look on my phone, couldn't I?
I do it. I can do it too. Thank you for joining our Discord.
Absolutely.
It's really a very safe space.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's exactly how it feels.
If we see some troll or asshole there, we kick them, we ban them.
Yeah.
We have strict rules of
Yeah.
not being toxic and.
Becca 360.
Becca 360, but Becca Wolf here also. So you probably displayed like Becca Wolf
Probably.
anyway.
I'm not great with the Discord, I'm going to be honest. I have Greg, you, and Greg, and Kiev Independent.
And
That's
do
what
you
I do.
check? Do you check these usually?
Yeah.
So you see, I announced
Yeah.
the video yesterday, but
Yeah,
here,
the one with Psycho.
yeah.
He was funny.
And here is I announced the
Nice.
stream with you.
Nice.
And on the background of this the thumbnail, we have Sternenko meeting Syrski yesterday. Did you know about Syrski being ordering Sternenko to get rid of him?
No.
Not like kill him, but
like
to put
fire
him. Not fire. Sternenko is a volunteer. You cannot fire him because
Fair.
it's his initiative. He's like a private entrepreneur, but he helps our army a lot. He provided with his community, not just him
Okay.
alone.
Yeah.
But they provided. I'm also part of his community. We provided more than 117,000 drones, maybe
Damn.
even more. FPV drones in the
Okay.
last a bit less than 2 years.
Okay.
Just give me a second. Every day he is posting the report how many drones he ordered today. Like in the end of every day. Just a second, it should be here somewhere. We're close. We're getting close. Yeah, yesterday he bought 475 FPV drones.
Damn.
One FPV drone is at least $500, up to $1,000 for the air defense ones and the big ones, and different types of them. So 117,203 FPV drones in less
Total.
than 2 years.
Jeez, that's a lot.
That's
That's a lot.
a lot. So you can imagine how bad it's going to be if they will just not let him continue this
Stop
by
working with him. So he wasn't fired, so to speak, but he was asked
what
to
happened?
stop
So
supporting.
we have the draft board here in Ukraine, like who enlist people in the
Okay,
army.
yeah.
His documents are all right, and he, what Syrski did, Sternenko says that Syrski did that. Oh my God. Ordered to make him wanted by the draft board.
Oh.
So draft board
Yeah.
did what? Draft board sent a notice for him to come to their draft board in the town that he doesn't live in to
Okay.
and not inform him normally, just send it like sneaky to
Right.
the address that he cannot check.
Right.
And then because he did not reply to that draft notice, he will be pronounced wanted
Right.
by
Okay.
in Ukrainian it's оголошений в розшук. So he has a lot of sources in Ministry of Defense, in General Staff, and his sources in General Staff confirmed that Syrski was the one to get rid of him. Do you know why did he do that?
No.
Sternenko right now is demanding and it's not him, it's soldiers through him. So
Okay.
soldiers are contacting him
Right.
and asking him to make it public that we desperately need the military reform. Situation is almost
Yes.
catastrophic.
Yes.
If we won't provide the changes, I mean, if our military command won't provide the changes right here, right now, in the next 3 or 6 months, we will see major breakthroughs of Russians
Okay.
100 or 200 kilometers deep into our territory. Can you imagine how
Yeah.
the scale
That's
of catastrophe?
really bad, yeah.
And he is not. It's not his analysis. It's what.
Right. It's what he's being told.
Yes,
Right.
by soldiers, but not only by soldiers and surgeons or low military ranks. He's friends with colonels. He's friends
Okay.
with competent.
So it's a good source.
Working, yes,
Yeah.
good source. And those sources, like brigade commanders, he has brigade commanders who are competent as his friends, who are efficient, and their brigades are very efficient. And they were passing that information to him. So all of this is dangerous right
Really,
now.
he's just the messenger.
He's a messenger.
He's the messenger saying, like, look, there's a lot of really bad things happening, and we need them changed to continue being successful. And because he was the messenger, he got in trouble.
Yeah.
Okay.
They were trying to, shut his mouth.
Yeah.
By getting rid of him.
Yeah.
And he made it public, of course.
Yeah.
The information he got, and of course.
Oh, you have to.
And what they did today, they invited him and other volunteers to Syrski to actually listen to the problems.
Okay.
So they met today. It's
Okay.
a crisis management.
Yeah, yeah.
We gotta show that Syrski is open
Yes.
to the new ideas
Right.
and to the changes. Now let's hope it's not just a political move to shut us up and to settle the crisis and then
Yeah.
just keep doing what they're doing. Starenko's gonna keep talking about that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think, and we had a
Well-
good signal today. Zelensky also said that the transferring of soldiers from one unit to another is now gonna be unblocked
Okay.
and gonna be digitalized, and
Okay.
so corruption in that will be minimized.
Right.
So it's really, really hopeful. But let's see what's gonna come of it, because they may only talk but
Yeah.
not do. Yeah.
Yeah. It could potentially just be
Yeah.
the words to make you a little bit too much, I think.
Yeah.
Good?
You keep talking.
Okay.
Tell me what you think about it, and I'll.
Well,
fix,
and I
the
hate to say
position.
that. I hate to say that, but I think it's fairly typical for the military chain of command that that's how it happens.
Yeah.
It needs to be somebody outside the chain of command who is kind of the messenger, right? Who
Yeah.
publicizes all this information.
Yeah.
And so, to be honest, I think it's good that it was him
Yeah.
because he's not afraid to do it,
Yeah.
and he's not afraid to be loud about it. So that's important.
I agree.
And I do hope it's one of those things. It's the same in the U.S. To be honest, it could go either way. It could be they're pretending to listen because they want people to shut up about it, or it's, to be honest, it's in their best interest to listen because
exactly.
people are saying, hey, we need to fix this if we want to be successful. And obviously we want to be successful.
Yeah.
So let's fix it.
The only reason for them not to fix it is sabotage. If they're playing
Right. Both
up
sides.
to Russia, yeah.
Right.
So we'll see. If
Yeah,
there's
we'll
going to
see
be no
where it
changes
goes.
or going to be weak changes, which
Yeah.
we cannot afford
Yeah.
these days. We cannot allow this to happen. So you see,
Yeah.
Ukrainian people, Ukrainian civil society is actually, pressing the slow bureaucratic machine, pressing
Yeah.
our officials. That's how it works in Ukraine. So
Yeah.
I'm hopeful. I see that at least, maybe not some changes, but at least some indicators of the possible changes are
Yeah.
appearing.
You have to have positive change because if things aren't going to be successful the way they are, obviously victory is the only solution. So you have to make it better so that we can achieve victory.
Yeah, there's for us. There's only one way. It's
Yeah.
either victory, or the second way is just to all be killed or enslaved, those who won't be killed, those who are not active politically right now, or like civil society who is not active, will be just later sent as a cannon fodder to storm European countries. So I won't drink to that. I will drink to her victory. This tea, guys, I'm not drinking alcohol. And it's a black tea. Do you drink black tea?
Not this late at night. I did. I made the accident recently of drinking alcohol with Ukrainians, and they drank me under the table.
Oh, shit.
And it was very bad.
Next day you felt awful, probably.
2 days.
Oh, my God.
It was the tequila. Really, it was the tequila that did me in. As long as I hadn't drank the tequila, I would have been okay.
Tequila is very sneaky.
Oh, it's a horrible thing.
I drank it. I actually like the taste, especially with... for some
Really?
reason I like the taste of tequila. But last time I drank it was like 2013 or something, so it was long time ago.
Yeah, same here. And I should have kept it that long.
Yeah. Actually, totally stopped drinking when the full-scale invasion started. I want to be always sober.
No, that's real. That's fair.
In the clear mind, so whatever situation happens, I will make the right, fast decision without being slowed down by damn alcohol.
That's a really good point.
So, Rebecca, please tell us, how was it for you to drive this last convoy?
This convoy was a little bit of a challenge, to be honest. I came directly from Arizona, so I went straight on, we left on Friday morning. So I left Wednesday morning from Arizona and flew to Amsterdam. And then Amsterdam to Warsaw, Warsaw to Tallinn. Slept for 4 hours.
Wow, crazy.
And then got in a truck at 5 a.m. and started driving. So then drove to Kyiv. And I probably maybe had an hour or two of sleep during the drive. But you get very or at least I do, I get very hyped up on adrenaline when I'm doing the convoy, because I have this, we're doing it, it's a good reason, it's a good purpose, right? We're doing good things, and I get this it drives me. It gives me energy. So I definitely crashed after we were done.
For how many hours?
But the problem is you can't crash until Monday.
Yeah.
Because then there's the handoff. You have to be there at 8 a.m.
And also the
Sunday
dinner
morning.
before
the dinner on Saturday night. It's just boom, 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 all weekend. So I think I slept 12 hours on Monday when I finally got to sleep.
Not enough, definitely.
Yeah,
I think
I know.
You should have slept for 24 at least.
I know. That's this weekend. I slept 10 hours every night for the past 4 nights. So I feel like I'm getting close, catching up.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm happy to hear that. Luckily, there's still no snow on the road.
Hallelujah,
no ice.
praise the Lord. I'm pretty happy about that. I'm not a huge snow fan. I mean, it's really pretty, the first time, right? You're oh, it's so beautiful.
Yeah, and then
it starts melting, and it's slushy bullshit.
Yeah, and when you're driving 160 kilometers per hour, it's not very handy.
I know.
Okay, rollers, I want to just notice the chat. Notice that we have only 28 likes right now, 151 people already watching. So please, if you're at least curious where we are,
look at, we have disco lights going on here.
Yeah,
this is awesome.
So this place is called Coffee Records. I recommend you to come here. It's on Podil. When you come to Ukraine, visit this place. I probably should.
It has a really nice atmosphere.
Yeah, it has. By the way, have you noticed that they have this a recording studio?
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Recording studio. How do you call it?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I would call it.
Interior. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That I was looking for a word.
Yeah.
So this interior, it has the sound isolation panels, but they, instead of that, how do you call that material that they usually are done of? Not these.
Are they usually a styrofoam?
Styrofoam.
Like a squishy?
Yeah,
a squishy,
the squishy foam.
Some kind of foam.
Yeah, so instead of that foam, they are made of wood. So yeah, we gotta have at least 50 likes from rollers. So rollers, acoustic foam. Yes, exactly, Matthew, the king. Matthew, what the king of what country you are? Or
and are you single? No, I'm just kidding.
Well, Greg, hello, rollers. Greg Terry is here.
Aw, Greg, I just joined his group as well. In fact,
You haven't met yet, right?
no, I haven't. It might have been some people in your group. I got a request from a friend who's a combat medic, and he had 2 soldiers, Foreign Legion soldiers, who were injured, and they were in the hospital. And he asked if I could put together some kind of a care package for them. And so I asked your group, I said, hey, does anybody know anybody that does care packages or visits people in the hospital, anything like this? And they referred me over to Greg's group, and they gave me some ideas. And I actually just sort of ended up supporting them myself, and I just made them a little care package.
Nice.
And I sent it
Thank
to
you.
them. Yeah. It did sort of bring up the thought of I wasn't able to actually locate. I was able to find people who are visiting soldiers in the hospital, mostly Ukrainians.
By the way, Lila Trohemets,
Oh,
my
yeah.
friend. She has an organization that is called Visiting the Wounded.
Yes.
And it has pineapple. And you
Yes.
remember one of the NATO truck campaigns was
Had
with
the
that
pineapple,
patch.
yes.
Yeah, it was really cool to do that one with Lila. And actually now thanks to that campaign, she has her own patch, her
Nice.
organization.
Nice.
And what? Maybe I gotta contact you? Or you think what you've already done?
Yeah,
is-
it sort of just got me
Okay.
to thinking that I wanted to be sure. I mean, like, I support Foreign Legion soldiers just because, I predominantly speak English. I would support anyone, that was in the hospital. I would be happy to do that. It just got me thinking of, especially for people who don't have family. Like, some of the Ukrainians will have family that are local that can visit them. But if it's somebody that doesn't have family, I want to make sure they're not alone,
Yeah.
And so I sent her a message, but she was traveling when I shot her a message, and so I haven't connected with her yet. But I would love to have that conversation of what I like to find the gaps, right? With the gaps in services.
Yeah.
And so if this is a gap, is there a way for us to fill that? I actually have a group of American friends here, and I have a couple Australian friends. So the 2 soldiers that I was sort of just sending care packages were Australian. And so my Australian friend was like, oh, hey, I could go down and, hang out with them. It turned out they're not in Kyiv, so it's not easy to visit them. But that was sort of my thought, was like, how do we tap into this volunteer network that's here already and maybe pair people up, right? Like if somebody has time on a certain night, like you just go down and say hi, or you play a card game, or you just...
If contact with Lila helps somehow, I'll give it to you.
Yeah, for
no
sure.
problem. There was a good question here from Amory G, but I want to ask that question when Amory G will confirm that they're still in the chat, because I would not like to address this into the void, So, Amory G, are you still there? I want to answer your question. The question was about my PayPal that is now displayed on the screen. I decided to put it out there to actually also maybe drive some questions about that, and the question like that. So, Amory G, if you're still there, I will gladly answer your question. So we are, okay, I'll answer it anyway. Let me read that question. Even if Amory is not there, for those who are wondering what is happening and how the money will be used and how they should be certain, what evidence can you provide that you will make good on any donations? Who does the money go to initially, and where, if possible, does it go after that? So, that's my PayPal up there. When you send money to my PayPal, I mention every donation. People usually send it to me on the stream to make sure that I received it. Then, after that, on Sunday stream, I put all the donations, like before the Sunday stream, but right during the stream, when I'm at home and not at a coffee shop like right now, I put all the donations in the spreadsheet.
Okay.
Every donation, if people want to get tickets for the raffle items, we're raffling Ukrainian patches of Ukrainian brigades, the ones that I received from soldiers for our help. So it's like an endless
absolutely.
cycle. We provide help, they give us patches as a thank you, and also flags.
Yeah.
They sign the flags, they don't sign the patches, but they sign the flags, and those, I think we lost that person because they did not tell me they are still here. But anyway, I will keep telling this to those who are interested. Then I donate all of the money that I raised. I show that spreadsheet on the screen during the Sunday stream, so people, well, maybe they can miss it, but they can always ask, didn't you forget to put my donation there? And I go there to that point and say, here's your donation, no problem. So after that, there is, for each fundraiser, there is a jar. In Monobank, you can create a separate account just for some fundraiser. You can call it whatever you want.
Right.
You can put the goal there, set the goal. So right now we're raising funds for, oh my God, a car and the tools for the whole repair station. It's $15,000.
Nice.
We're already on, I think, like 70% on 66. Yeah, 66,
nice.
maybe
That's
even
awesome.
67%. We're pretty close to the goal, and after that I donate money. In the end of the Sunday stream, I donated, showing it on the screen how I make every donation to those jars for each fundraiser.
Gotcha.
And that's how you can be sure that your money went where it's needed. Then, after soldiers buy the equipment they need, they send me checks. I don't show the checks usually, but you can request any check, and I will show it to you when needed. But I show the video from the soldiers. They have that equipment next to them. Yeah. They are saying thank you.
We used this money to buy this equipment.
Yes, exactly. And that's how it transforms into the real help. So guys, it all begins with you sending the money to this. Look how high it is. To this PayPal, or it can be done on the Base. By the way, Base is a Ukrainian analog of Patreon and Buy Me a Coffee, so you can send money there. Okay. But the problem is, not the problem, but the nuance is that I will pay the fee. I will pay the taxes because whatever I receive on the Base, it's my official income. So, but anyway, I will also put it into the spreadsheet. I will also take the money. Just 3% fee and 5% tax. Of that will go for the government, but it's also.
So what you're saying is PayPal is better.
PayPal is better. It's a better option. So guys, what are we raffling this week? I still haven't presented it to Rollers, but Rollers, do you remember the video of yesterday from the handover event? And there was a flag on the hood of the truck. Mm-hmm. Awesome flag with a death, I think, a skeleton there. So that flag is signed by the Psycho and by his friend, brother in arms, Colucci. Colucci is like a
barbed. I didn't meet him.
Barbed.
Oh, okay.
I mean, can you translate Colucci?
Yeah.
It's barbed, like barbed wire.
Yeah, barbed wire. It's like
stingy.
Yeah.
Cool guys, very energetic, very motivated.
Yeah.
And today there's going to be an interview with them posted around 9:30 p.m. So in how much time? In 2.5 hours. And there's going to be like a 30-minute interview, so you will know more about them. You will hear a lot of jokes from them.
Nice.
It's going to be a pretty cool interview, so I recommend you to go and watch the premiere with me and all the other rollers in 1.5 hours. But I want to talk more to the chat probably. First is Just Jamie. Hello, Just Jamie. I wanted to pass a message from Lena to you. Just Jamie donated $50 to Lena's base, just like support for her. Nice. She told it to me and said, please, if Just Jamie appears on your stream before I join the stream, please thank her from me. So thank you, Just Jamie, for that donation. Do you already know Lena from Crimea, my friend?
I don't think so.
She is obviously from Crimea.
Yeah.
She is very intelligent, very informed. I don't know. She knows a lot about Crimean Tatar culture, history, music, literature, and she is advocating for her nation, which is being genocided by Russia. Russia is currently occupying all of their territory, all of their homeland. So it's even harder than for us Ukrainians.
Yeah.
For them, it's much harder. They lost all of their homeland right now, and Russia keeps, getting their language oppressed, getting
Yeah.
they are oppressing their culture, their history, everything, and they're physically killing them in the basements of like
Yeah.
the torture chambers. Those who are active, they are also sending their young men to the front line as cannon
Yeah.
fodder,
Yeah. I've seen evidence of that.
and they're erasing their identity
Yeah, exactly.
as
That's exactly what
Crimean
they're
Tatars. Do you know what's the right word for Crimean Tatar in actually their language? Kremli. That's how you call Crimean Tatars.
doing. Okay.
Kremli.
Interesting.
Probably hard word to pronounce for you.
Yeah.
Can you try?
Say it again.
Kremli.
Kermeli.
Yeah, Kremli.
Kermeli.
Kirim
So-
is.
What is the language called? Is it?
It's also Kremli.
Is the name of the language?
It's the name of the language.
Okay.
It's the name also of the nation, but there are nuances. Some of them are still okay with Crimean Tatars, but one of the Crimean Tatars, my friend, my other Crimean Tatar friend, her name is Aziza. She taught me that the right way to call
The musician.
the musician.
Okay.
Yes. Have you watched the
Yeah,
concert?
yeah. I was
Oh,
watching.
Yeah, I invited you right
yeah,
that day.
just the other day.
Right during the concert. So I basically known that from her. She taught me that, learned that from her. She taught me that they are not Tatars. The problem is they are like a separate nation, and they have nothing to do with Tatars who live in Tatarstan.
Okay.
And this is why she prefers for them to be called Kremli without the Tatar part.
Okay.
So Kremli is just on their language.
Is it like almost like a tribal difference in the same area?
But it's not the same area because
Okay.
Tatars who live in Tatarstan in Russia, far away,
Okay.
they are the Tatars.
Okay.
But these guys were called by Soviets Crimean Tatars, just to also.
So it's really a misnomer. Like it's really a title that was applied to them that really didn't
Exactly.
apply.
It's like
Okay.
calling Native Americans Indians.
Yeah, Indians. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's a good example.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's kind of also.
It's what someone else labeled them, and it wasn't
Yes.
accurate.
And
Okay.
it's a tool of colonization.
Yes,
Also,
yes.
call some
Yes.
peoples with made-up
wrong
names
name.
just to
Yeah.
suppress their
Yes.
identity.
Yes.
We have someone from either China or Japan.
Taiwanese, maybe. It
Maybe
says
Ta-
Taiwan.
I'm Taiwan. Awesome. I am Taiwan. Sorry, no China. I know that Taiwan is a real China. And Imperial China is gonna be trying to invade you someday. I'm so sorry to hear that, guys.
Yeah.
Their economy is not at a good state. I read an article today saying that it seems like they will also have to start a small, fast-paced win in war as they usually need to start. I mean, the empires need to start when
Right.
their economy is going down,
Right,
and
right.
when they're being.
I tell you, war is always about money.
It is, but also about territory sometimes
Yeah.
because Putin won't
Power.
actually
It's about power.
get money from occupying Ukraine because he already showed what they're gonna do with Ukraine when they occupied it. When they occupied Crimea
Yes,
and
exactly.
Donetsk and Luhansk Oblast in 2014, they basically destroyed all the production there. They got rid of the mines. They closed a lot of mines, and before that, they were just selling all the equipment they could steal from there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
basically, all the plants, all the mines are being just demolished and sold. And so yeah, it's also about money. But in
But
the
not-
stupid way.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
to steal it.
Not like a sustainable way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not like make that business prosperous and
Right.
then earn money.
And makes money,
But
right.
no, they choose money right here and right now,
Yeah.
just stealing everything and.
Which I think
Stupid.
is a good, a fitting description of their short-sightedness.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Short-sightedness. It's
They don't.
one of the.
They don't care about the long-term future.
Yeah. This is why they do these wars because if they cared,
Right.
they would never start them
Right.
because it's the worst for their demographics. It's the worst for their economy in the end.
Yeah.
Their economy is suffering. They're still managing to produce a lot of missiles and drones. And, unfortunately, with U.S. made and European-made components.
I know.
Gur, the main director of intelligence of Ukraine, yesterday told us that the new drones probably... Let me search the news. Maybe you tell me whatever is on your mind right now.
Do we touch on the election or not?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay. I want to say, like, full disclosure, I am a Republican that did not vote for Trump. I just couldn't support him.
So what did you choose, to vote for Harris?
I did vote for Harris, yeah. I voted for Harris not because I like her, and not because I like her policies or anything, but I believed that she would do more for Ukraine, or maybe I hoped that she would do more for Ukraine than the Republican Party, because they have not proven as helpful as a historically Republican Party would have been, right?
Yeah.
I am a conservative Christian. I would say I'm very socially liberal because of some of my family members. And I'm just very much a, like, everybody should be able to live the way they want, right? Without, and it shouldn't be against the law to be who you are.
So you're tolerable.
Yeah,
You're
right?
a tolerable
I try to love
conservative.
people. Okay, I'll tell you this. So, like, as a Christian, I love people.
Yeah.
I believe that's my job. My job is to love people. That's what my Bible tells me to do. That's what I do. So I have a really hard time relating to conservative Christians right now. Okay, I shouldn't just say right now. I've always been a very, like, out loud Christian, like a very much like a I'm a broken person and I'm going to live my brokenness out loud because that helps other people heal. And a lot of Christians don't like that, right? Like, I cuss too much.
Yeah.
Like, so I've never really fit into this, like, idea of what organized religion thinks I should be.
The church.
Yes, exactly. That's a good way to put it. So I don't go to church. But, like, literally, I'm here in Ukraine on a mission from God because God told me to come here and do good shit. So here I am, right? But to me, that's living my Christianity, right? That's living my faith. And so to look at the Republican Party and, like, not be able to relate to them is startling and disappointing to me. Because I feel like the Republican Party I believe in would be, like, knocking over barriers to help Ukraine and making shit happen.
Who knows? Maybe we'll have a surprise.
That's fair.
Trump is a populist.
That's fair.
We may just discover that he doesn't want to seem weak. You know, it's his weakest spot to seem weak. So we Ukrainians are going to be hidden into that weak spot. We're constantly going to be, how do you call that? When you...
I think it's his, like, what do I want to call it? Kind of a vanity. You know what I mean? That he wants to be seen as strong. And so those little weak spots are like his weaknesses, for lack of a better word.
Yeah, we just are going to be... I'm trying to discover the phrase for it. So when you say some person, in Ukrainian, it's взяти на слабо. It's when you say to that person, so, are you going to do it, or are you a weak person? How do you call this?
Like a taunt. Like a what's the right word? I almost want to Google it. Like when you, it's like a reverse psychology. Like when you're trying to manipulate them into doing what you want.
Yes.
By saying the opposite.
Yeah, McPigeon says the same, reverse psychology.
Yeah, I think it's that. That's what I would call it.
GG Ukraine, thank you, McPigeon. One of those dreaded individuals Duggan hates. Is she talking about you?
I don't know.
Cheryl Waitley.
I don't care.
Who's dreaded? What's a dreaded word?
Dreaded?
What does it mean?
Like somebody we fear or hate. Like when you dread something, you.
And who's Duggan?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Dugan?
Dugan?
I don't know who Dugan is.
Maybe.
But then, to be honest, I don't. Okay, I should say this.
Yeah.
Following up on that whole issue. So I've been going to Congress twice a year for the past 2 years for these Ukraine Action Summits and meeting with our congressional representatives from Arizona. And I am hopeful because of that. Like, I meet like a huge delegation of people from all over the country who support Ukraine, and we go in and have like real conversations with representatives and congressmen who are sometimes very will at least listen to us, and sometimes won't. And that's what I've learned. So that's what I've learned about being like in government offices, right? That it's not so much about the party line. It's not so much about which side they're on. There are people who are reasonable and will listen to you even if they disagree. And there are people who will not. And really that's the dividing factor, which I think is just the human factor, right?
I agree.
At the end of the day.
Yeah.
And so it's been really interesting to me that I can talk to people on either side, the Republican Party or the Democrat Party, and I can agree on 50% and I can disagree on 50% on both sides. So I joke this about myself, that I'm always this person that is like right in the middle. And so I can fit in, but I also don't fit in on either side. And this is like a weird thing about me. And I also don't care. Right? Like, I'm not here to fit in. Like, I'm here to support Ukraine, and I'm here to talk about what's actually happening in Ukraine. And if that means I don't fit in with you, like, okay, no worries. Good to go.
Yeah, you're right. And I don't know. I think in the end, the good will prevail. Probably. Only after the end of the World War III, like all over the world?
Recently, that's my question. How many countries does it take for it until they admit that it's a world war? Because it's all one war. These aren't two separate wars. Israel is not a different war. It's all, this is all Russia fuel.
North Korea enter in the battlefield here in Ukraine. North Korean troops, guys, they are right now being eliminated in Kursk Oblast already, which is an occupation of Ukrainian troops, but a legal occupation. Before the Kursk operation happened, I was wondering, what the hell is legal occupation? How occupation can be legal?
Right, how that can be legal,
But when you are defending yourself, when your country's been invaded in the first place, and they are genociding you, you can invade the territory of the attacker. You can occupy their territory temporarily, which is Ukrainian side, are doing, just to, have a leverage, just to be able to either, in the end, trade the territory, or like it was in World War II, when the territory of Germany was also occupied. And it was occupied until 80s, when the Berlin Wall fall.
There were sections of it.
But Soviets were not doing the temporary occupation, so their occupation was legal in the beginning when they were fighting off Nazi Germany.
And but then when they refused to leave, it became illegal.
Yes, exactly. They decided to
that makes sense.
Occupy that territory and have it as their sphere of influence. Guys, I see the message that James is joining the army pretty soon, and I'm happy for him. He was he wanted that for such a long time. James, why Ukraine? You remember him? Maybe you still don't know him.
No, I don't think I do.
He is here in Ukraine. He lives in Ukraine for a few years now. I think he came here before the full-scale invasion. And he is from the States. I don't remember what state he is from. But he's a YouTuber. He's supporting the Foreign Legion. He was raising funds for Foreign Legion. Maybe he still raises funds. I am convinced that he is still raising funds. But he was eager to join, and it was always not working out.
Was he joining the Legion, or was he joining a Ukrainian unit?
I think this time he's... Guys, is he joining the Legion? Because I think he told me that he's he's going through the training in the Foreign Legion. He told it to me like a month ago.
Okay.
So I think his training is ending soon, and he's soon gonna go to the battlefield. That man has my respect and support. So
Absolutely.
If we'll be able to support James with a fundraiser someday, I would gladly do that. No, regular army. Got it.
And honestly, that's a better choice. I mean, I hate to say that. I have a lot of friends in the Legion right now, and I support in a variety of ways. Really, like people just text me and randomly get my number and say, hey, can you provide me such and such? And I'm like, absolutely, I'll figure it out. But the Legion just does such a crappy job of taking care of their soldiers, is the bottom line.
Yeah, no, their command has a shitty reputation,
Yeah.
and to be honest, some of the members has shitty reputation.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we must admit that, but not all of them.
Yeah, exactly. No,
There are a lot of good guys.
I know good units.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
guys that are in the Legion and love their unit. They have fantastic leadership. They take care of each other. So, I mean, leadership always makes or breaks any situation.
And it's
So-
also a human factor.
Yeah,
When
amen.
there's
always
always
a human
going to
factor.
be assholes
Yeah.
everywhere. There's going to be good people
Absolutely.
everywhere. So, yeah, it's just that.
Absolutely.
James was doing a last stream today. This I thought he said yesterday.
Oh.
Wow, crazy. So I wish him luck, guys. Pass this to him from me. I wish James luck. I thank him for joining the armed forces, and.
Huge respect.
If he needs something, he can come to us
Yeah.
and we'll help him with equipment, with whatever he needs. But of course he will have to stand in line as
Right.
all the
Yeah, yeah.
units. We make no exceptions. Probably only for El Greco. That's my best friend who's serving in the border guards, and he is fighting in Kursk Oblast at the moment.
Oh, okay.
So I really hope he's okay, because he told me that he's going on the dangerous mission. It was a few days ago, so I really am
Yeah.
hoping that he is okay. He wasn't in chat. Awesome, Linda, but he's not in the chat now. James said he would message you later. Awesome, Nikki, thank you. Much love coming from Canada, just Jamie says. Just Jamie, thank you once again for the donation to Lena's base. So guys, what about sending donations for the tickets? We need to start raising funds today already, not on Sunday, because usually what we raise during the week helps us reach the minimum goal,
The goal.
for the week.
Gotcha.
We have $2,500 weekly goal these days.
Nice.
And lately we were doing like $3,500 average, so we are exceeding the goal.
That's fantastic.
And that's only, to be honest, thanks to donations during the week.
Okay.
So guys,
So if you start earlier,
please start
you can
buying. Yeah.
reach the goal.
Please start buying tickets for the flag. You've seen it on the hood of that truck that we were handing over to the 5th Separate Assault Brigade guys. And what?
Did you
And-
do 2 trucks this time?
Yeah. Both
so.
both for the 5th Assault.
Yeah, okay.
But for the different battalions.
Nice.
And one battalion was Shkval, and it consists also from the former prisoners.
Oh.
Not the prisoners
that's
of war,
right.
but prisoners.
Was it Psycho that was talking about
Yeah,
that? Okay, yeah. I remember somebody talking about that.
He will tell us more in the video I'm posting today. In that
Okay.
interview, it's going to be more details, and
Nice.
it's interesting.
Nice.
So Psycho was not a criminal himself. He told me he was pretty dangerous, but it never went that far.
Okay. He's just crazy.
Yeah, he's just crazy.
People fall out of his truck.
Out of his
He was quite the
armored
character.
personal
Yeah.
carrier.
He was quite the character.
Yeah, he's very motivated and inspiring with his energy.
Yeah.
You know?
I didn't. So I don't know if I showed you. Oh, I think I showed you last time. I put the little Hawaiian doll in the truck that I drive.
You told me that you plan to
Yeah.
put them there
So
all the time.
so the guy that got my truck this time, he was like
Uh-huh.
so excited, and he thought that was like special for him, and I was like, well, of course it is. But I mean, I do it in all my trucks. I think that's the 4th. That should be the 4th one that's out there. I don't know if they're still in their trucks.
But it is for reals, especially for him.
Right. Exactly.
Because
Because the truck was for him.
yeah, because the truck was for him.
I
so-
can't remember. Okay, they were the ones with the armored carrier that they got from Russia, and they traded it to NAFO. Do you know what unit that was? I can't remember.
No, I actually missed that story. I
So
only
did
heard
I.
of that story,
I know.
but I did not.
I missed it too.
Did not see the video.
I know.
About that.
Okay.
He semi-legit now. Who? He's semi-legit now, says Marcin. In fact, Taiwan's real name is the Republic of China, but the name China was forcibly taken away by the People's Republic of China.
Interesting.
Yep.
I did not know that. That does not surprise me, though.
By the way, how do we pronounce your name, the Taiwanese guy, or maybe...
Person.
Lady.
Person.
Person.
Our government is older than the People's Republic of China.
Yeah, I know that.
Very similar to Ukraine in that sense.
Yeah, and they say that we are theirs,
Yeah.
Russians. Yes, you see,
Yeah.
it's all the same with empires and regimes and tyrannies.
I know.
China is a tyranny. They are committing genocide against people who live on their territory.
Yeah.
Uyghurs, you've heard about them, right? And it's, they are just the same as Russia, so
Yeah.
we can, guys, you know what we need to do? We need to make friends with some conscious Chinese people and actually maybe raise awareness among the Chinese people. I
Yeah.
mean, by Chinese, I mean those
Yeah.
who live in Republic of China.
China, yeah.
Because you guys who live in Taiwan, we already know that you support us,
Right.
and that
Right.
this stream stopped being viral at all. The people count has dropped down, but it's becoming more cozy space, less trolls, but less also random people who are good and curious, like this person from Taiwan. So that person from Taiwan, how can we read your name? Because I don't understand that language at all. None of us does.
My
I
brother
guess.
could read it, but I don't. He reads.
You
He can read the characters.
You want to send it to your brother?
Maybe, yeah.
Make a photo? And we only have 23 million people. Yeah. And they have... How many billions of people does Republic of China?
Yeah, in China. I don't know.
Yes.
My brother lived there for a year. He doesn't speak Chinese, but he speaks Japanese.
Johnny FD is from Taiwan. I didn't know that.
Johnny FD?
Yeah, one parent from Taiwan, one from mainland China.
Interesting.
Wait, he told me he's Mongolian. He has Mongolian blood. Mongolia.
But that's all sort of in that same region. There definitely could be
There could be
yeah.
different blood, but born in that country.
Yeah.
Oh wait, he was born in U.S. though.
California. Yeah, he's from California.
But his parents migrated from, it seems, from Taiwan, right?
Yeah.
Mongolian grandma. Wow, how complicated is that?
Interesting. Yeah.
One fun.
I'm fascinated by ancestry, so I'll have to talk to him sometime about that.
So rollers, what about the tickets for the flag? But maybe you're hesitating because you haven't seen the flag, like up close, me holding it in my hands. You will see it.
Do you have a picture? Or is it just in that video?
I have a picture, but there are faces there. But you know what I can do? No, it's on that phone. Shit. And
That's
if
okay.
I
know.
hover over to another app, it will stop the stream.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
No worries.
Oh no, I actually sent it here so I can show it. Yeah, I was sending it to Yuri today, so I have it here on Telegram, so that means on the same phone. I mean on this phone. So I'm gonna do it in a second, guys. And I think you're looking for that name, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to find that name so I can send it to my brother. Here, I should say something so I know what my name is in here.
Yeah. Okay, there is a flag. I think I'm gonna be able to show it.
Oh yeah, just says Rebecca Wolf.
Okay, where is the whole flag? Here. I think I need to turn the picture. How do I do that? Awesome music here, right?
This is a really fun little place.
Yeah. Very
And
cozy,
the guys are so nice.
chilled, lounge.
They have free Wi-Fi, good
Yeah.
music.
Awesome place.
It's a nice space.
Okay, I have the flag. It's an epic one.
Oh wow.
But
Yeah,
this the stream. We gotta close it here.
That's pretty
Okay,
fantastic.
guys. Here is the flag. It has the Shkval Battalion patch on it, 5th Assault Brigade patch, and it is signed by the soldiers. Not the best quality right now, but still pretty cool, right? So you can buy tickets for this flag. One ticket is $10. You can buy as many of them as you want. There's no limit, and you can increase the chances of your victory over that flag. Not over, but winning that flag. Getting it into your hands. On the phone watching, 2 people on their phones. Yeah, you're right. That's how it works.
Sorry, my bad.
That's actually the reality these days. We're always on the
No,
phones.
to be honest, call us out on that shit because you're right.
Come on, I was
sending that name to my brother to see if he could help us
we are
pronounce it.
working on our phones,
Yeah.
you know?
I was actually doing
and
that.
I was working on finding
But you're
the
right.
flag.
That's fair.
Show it to you.
I know.
So we're not
That is
stuck on our
real.
phone.
It is both like real for okay. There's a Michael Jackson on the door, and it freaks me out every time I like glance at it
Yeah.
behind me. Yeah.
Well, guys, there's
When
a
I ca-
mirror hanging.
Yeah, there's a
there.
mirror here, and so I can see the door behind me, and it looks like this like person is like peeking around the door, and every time I see it, I'm like, first
Yeah,
of all,
they-
it's Michael Jackson, and like that's scary
They
enough.
put Michael Jackson there. Maybe I go
Yeah.
show it.
There you go.
Just give me a second, guys. I'm gonna go and show it to you. Here, there he is. Peeking out there. That's the entrance to this place. So pretty funny, pretty funny. Okay, I'm trying to fit this thing in again. Yes, I did. Awesome.
It should be aimed more at you. No, I'm just kidding. It's fine. I don't care. It's fine.
It should be on the center.
Yeah. There you go.
Like this. Yeah. Guys, by the way, I've took some light with me today. I'm becoming even a bit more professional now.
Right? So fancy.
So you can see.
So fancy.
You can see, right? The shadow
Right?
when I put my
Yeah,
hand
yeah.
there. So it's behind us. I mean, behind the camera. But
Yeah.
Merzi, I hate being in the room with several people and no one is speaking to each other because they're all on their phones. Yeah,
I agree.
That shit happens.
I agree. It is sadly the reality we live in now. And, it's interesting because I find that I am more present when I'm in Ukraine. I make a point to not be on my phone in public spaces and you try to talk to people more, which is weird because, like in the U.S., I would not talk to strangers in the U.S.
Hey, the person from Taiwan bought a super chat. Thank you so much. 150 Taiwanese dollars? Do you
Yeah.
also have dollars there? So it says
I don't
D.
know. Yeah,
TW stands for Taiwan, 100%, and D.
I assume.
Probably.
You want me to look it up?
I don't think it's dinars, right?
Probably not. Like in dinars is Moroccan, right?
Probably. I
Okay.
actually don't know. But something Eastern, right?
Yeah.
TWD. Let's see. TWD is
My
The
brother.
Walking Dead.
My brother put it in his translator and came up with this. So maybe it's Liu.
Liu Menki. Is it that?
Please tell us if that's correct.
Yeah, please. Yes, please. Currency. So TWD currency. It's dollar, Taiwanese dollars.
Is that the same as the American dollar? Like, is Taiwan using the American dollar, or is it
No, I don't think
their
so.
own?
I think it's
dollar?
their own
Yeah.
currency. Yeah, and it is 128 hryvnias, one Taiwanese dollar. Yeah, look. So not so far from. TW2 USD.
It's a new Taiwan dollar.
Let me tell you how much. Okay, but we need to do the opposite. USD to Taiwan dollars. US dollars? Okay, so one US dollar is 32.48 Taiwanese dollars. Thank you so
Okay.
much for that super chat. So it's basically like 50, no, not 50, wait, 50 bucks? No, 35 bucks. Somewhere around $5 to $6. Thank you very much. for that super chat. It says good night and good night to you. Probably you see how in shorts you just can scroll to someone else.
Oh, interesting.
And that's how people usually discover these streams and why they are getting more recommended. But only
and that's only if it's vertical. Or,
only vertical.
Interesting.
Horizontal
I did not know.
will not be viewed by many.
Not that I don't watch a lot of YouTube or, you know, even if I make a YouTube, it's usually just about mental health. So, you know, I'm definitely not the guru that you are. You are the guru.
It's because I work in this, you know, and
you do it all the time.
This is why I gain experience, a lot of experience from this, and I just discover some new ways. Stephen Park, Scotland's national animal is the unicorn.
Yes.
Really?
And I have a unicorn on my chest because I am 50% Scottish.
Really?
Like ancestry-wise.
Okay, what other blood do you have in you?
Let's see. I'm German, Scottish, a little bit of British, a little bit of Irish.
Wow.
Just a couple more. There's some vague Eastern European that I've never explored, but it's only like 2%. I have Eastern European and Ashkenazi Jew. I haven't really explored either of those. I am obsessed with genealogy, but the Scottish genealogy.
You did the test, right?
Yes, I've done the DNA. The Scottish genealogy was really easy because I know my clan names, and that was really easy to track. I have a couple of relatives that were famous in like the American pioneer days, and so because they were famous, their genealogy is very easy to track. So I've been able to track a few very specific lines because of that, but I haven't. Interestingly, I have not explored my German side. I know that's weird. I hate to say that out loud, but I didn't have like a lot of interest in the German side. Because I'm like obsessed with Scotland, like love Scotland, love everything about it.
Right.
I go there every year.
It's cool to know about
it's
you.
amazing.
I mean, to discover it.
Yeah, and so like when I go to Scotland, like I'm at home. Like I arrive there and I'm like, I love it. It's amazing. My favorite city is Glasgow. Everybody considers it this like dirty, crappy city, and I'm like, I could be Glaswegian. I could go live there 100%. I'm at home in Glasgow.
Have you been there?
Oh, absolutely. I go every year.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, love it.
I would love to visit.
Love it.
I haven't been to many countries abroad. Poland, Lithuania, Turkey, and that's it.
Turkey.
Yeah, I've been to Turkey.
Did you go to Istanbul?
No, unfortunately not. I was there on the resort, and it's Alanya. Alanya is the Mediterranean Sea.
Yeah.
So I had the chance. I want to visit Istanbul very much. But the problem is, back then I had like my first chance to get to Turkey. It was 2021. 2021.
Yeah.
I basically only started traveling.
Okay.
And the full-scale invasion started next year.
Right.
And I was like, oh shit. But I was able to travel to Poland in January 2022, right before the full-scale invasion.
Okay.
And that was the last country I visited besides Ukraine.
I feel like when we're done with this, after victory, we need like a road trip.
Oh, I'm gonna be traveling all over the world.
Oh, absolutely, you
100%.
are. Yeah, I'm shipping my car over here. Can I just tell you how affordable it is to ship a car here?
Are you gonna?
No,
live
for real.
Here?
Yeah. Well, I'm always going to be here
cool.
in the summer.
Mm-hmm. Every summer you plan to be
This
here.
So this is actually a difficult thing for me. I would live here. I would 100% live here year round. Mm-hmm. But I have family obligations in the U.S. And so I was gone for 6 months, and I went home, and my brother and I have a very good relationship, and he is very much an introvert. He has a traumatic brain injury. He struggles with life a little bit and doesn't like people. Mm-hmm. And so we sort of joke that I'm his emotional support person, right? Like I'm there for him. I don't take care of him like literally, but like we talk a lot. We're very supportive of each other. And he said he really struggled while I was gone. And like he didn't know that he was going to struggle while I was gone.
Are you taking him with you next time?
No, he doesn't travel. He has a lot of like noises and lots of people and things like that are very, very difficult for him. And he,
Yeah, I'm
so
sorry to hear that.
he asked me to stay home for 6 months. That if I was going to be gone for 6 months, like that's fine, but then please actually stay home for 6 months. And so, you know, he's my brother. I love him. He's probably the most important person in my life. So I agreed to that, which is hard for me because I really would prefer to be here. I am much more at home in Ukraine than I am in the U.S. So anyway, I agreed to that. I'm still planning to buy an apartment here, and I'm shipping my car over. Yeah. So right now I have a 1-year lease through September. So I figure next summer, I'll start looking for apartments and we'll see what we can find. I'm a little picky. Like I'm like frugal. Like I don't want to pay, you know, too much money, but I also want to live in like Pechursk, you know. So like I just, you know,
Pechursk is a central.
I know
Kyiv,
it's like
guys,
expensive.
It's pretty expensive.
I know. So it might not happen. Or maybe I need to buy something that, you know
there are
needs
a
renovation.
lot of cool districts in Kyiv that are not the very center, but they're not that far.
That's fair.
And you can find
just
a
need the
cool
metro.
apartment there. Are you planning to buy a house or an apartment?
Probably an apartment.
It's really cool to be able to afford that. I envy you.
Okay, I will tell you this. I understand because everything I have was generational. Like I inherited a specific amount of money from my grandparents when they died, and to be honest, it wasn't a lot. In American dollars, it wasn't a lot, but I used that to like leverage my way into buying rental houses. So I bought the first one, and then I refinanced and bought the second one. Like it probably took me 10 years to leverage my way into rental houses, and I was very careful about it. And I poured a lot of my heart and soul into it. And now that I'm very dedicated to being in Ukraine, I am slowly selling off those houses. So, yeah.
And lucky you once again.
Well, but I recognize that it's not luck. Like I recognize that my grandparents made good choices, right? And they made really wise. And I recognize that is a privilege that I am benefiting from their wise choices.
Yeah, you're right.
And then I did make some good choices in the investments I made I knew real estate. It was the only thing I knew. Yeah. And so that's why I did it. But I really am thankful for the fact that I benefited from my grandparents' wise
But it's not
choices.
the toxic envy that I feel.
No, I understand.
I am just being a bit sad that, first of all, whatever I could have inherited from my parents or grandparents is gone because it's unoccupied territory and we all left.
Yeah.
So all of our property is just gone, and we cannot do anything with it before deoccupation, before Ukrainian victory. And even after that, there's
what
no...
will that look like?
There's no guarantee that it will stay undamaged, that it will stay intact, and and even, to be honest, we have different examples here in Ukraine, different families, and a lot of people of my generation has the different story. They have all for them, but I need to work for everything, and to be honest, these days, I don't even dare to dream about having my own house because the future is so uncertain right now. I can be drafted and sent to the front line. I can be volunteering to join the army someday, if I don't say when, okay? If the situation gets very critical and I won't have any other choice, and every man in Ukraine won't have any other choice but to either join the army or flee the country. Yeah. I won't ever flee the country, whatever awaits me. I decided, I made up my mind about that. And I don't even, I can be killed, we can be killed right now by a ballistic missile or by the debris of the Shahid drone fallen right into this place. Anything can happen with us. So during the war, I don't even see the need to dream about having my own place, either apartment or house. And I don't save up money for that. And
I understand.
I just don't think and I still don't have enough don't earn enough money to save up money for that. But anyway, to be honest, I could have saved up a few $100s each month. I'm already, luckily, and thanks to Rollers, thank you so much, Rollers, for paying me enough salary to be able to save up $200 or $300 per month for my apartment, and maybe in a few years I would save enough money for that. But to be honest, right now I'm not even doing that. I'm just kind of living right here, right now, because my life may end at any moment. Why not? Why shouldn't I allow myself some good dinner or some good piece of clothes? Of course, my priority is helping army, and I donate every day.
Absolutely.
But to be honest, I don't. I am not like a super altruistic person, and I don't donate more than I.
You don't see yourself as an altruistic person.
I am not. I am a good person, but not altruistic. I won't give most of my money. I first care of myself to be able to care about the others. So I send the money over my needs. The money that are, like something that is extra that I can use also for myself, but I prefer to use it for the army. So, but I think first I care about my family and for, my health be
Of
good
course.
and treated. My
You
cats,
always have to take care of yourself first.
my cats' health, it's 2 of them. Then my home comfort, and also my wife's some needs that I need to help her with. So that's basics. When I care about myself, and then after all of these expenses, I have extra money, I donate them. And I try to donate every day. It's not that much, like every day 12 to, I would say, $45. From 12 to 45, sometimes it may be $100, but rarely. But thanks to the size of the salary I receive from my community these days, by the way, I show it openly. I showed it openly on the stream. I showed them the analytics on my page, how much I earn from YouTube, like the inside information. And I have a progress bar on the stream that shows how much I earn from the subscription platforms Patreon, Base, the Ukrainian analog, and Donatello. So Rollers now know how much I earn, and still, to be able to buy yourself a home, at some point, I still need to earn more. So anyway, I'm open to with it,
Yeah, which I think that's one of the reasons that you are a very trustworthy person, I feel like, and that's some of what that's how you run everything. You're very open and honest about everything. I think you're more altruistic than you think you are. But no, this is an interesting point, because I actually know some people who are trying to do housing, trying to figure out ways to recreate housing in areas that are going to be, very difficult to rebuild. And so one of the ideas is, which is a big thing that we're doing now in the U.S., is utilizing shipping containers. Mm-hmm. So I know a group here that's already doing this, and then I just partnered them with another guy who's in the U.S. So his idea is he wants to ship the container here, right, full of supplies, right, full of all these different supplies, and then each container that comes over then becomes a house. Mm-hmm. And so I think there could potentially become ways for people to make housing affordable as we're rebuilding.
What do you mean by that? Housing you mean like buying houses? By housing? Because I don't know the word housing.
Oh, housing is, any houses, or housing is just like where you live. So it could be an apartment, it could be a house, it could be...
more affordable, you mean the prices will be lower and we will be able to buy ourselves...
Right, this one idea, I don't mean all housing, like always there will be expensive apartments, right?
Yeah, there's always going
none
to
of
be
us can
some
afford.
luxury
Yeah.
stuff.
But so his idea, and this is more for, I think, smaller communities that have been completely demolished and would be harder to rebuild. So this idea of you can make shipping containers look just like any other house, just the foundation of it, right? The what would you call that? The skeleton. The skeleton of it is this shipping container, and then you can build onto it on the outside or the inside, so that you don't even know that it's a shipping container.
Is a shipping container a good base for a good house?
Yeah, they're so strong.
Really?
Think about that. They like throw them around with cranes, right?
Yeah, that's the metal.
Because
right?
they're very, and then you can cut holes in the metal to make windows.
Yeah, and then you put some, how do you call that? Some heating material? Not heating, but...
insulation.
Insulation.
Yeah, so you can
Insulation
insulate the
material.
walls.
Yes.
So the interior can have just like sheetrock walls. It could have faux brick walls. There's so many. It's actually a really big movement right now in the U.S. because we have all of these shipping containers that are left over that no one is using. We have like graveyards of them. And so they're trying to figure out how to make like small, what would I call them? Like studios, the kind of studio you would put in your backyard. Like if you had a big house and you had a big yard and you want like a art studio in your backyard, right? They make it out of a shipping container.
Yeah.
They have all these different ways of reusing things.
Yeah,
and
that's
so
a good way to
I
do
think that this is one of the like creative ideas of like, how do we rebuild this housing that has been destroyed and provide places that people can afford to buy, people can afford to live and own it, right? Not just rent it, can afford to own it.
You know what? First of all, Merzi says, I welded a container house in Hawaii.
Nice.
Merzi has been here in Ukraine this summer.
Oh, nice.
But you did not meet?
Nope.
Next summer?
Okay.
You
For
definitely
sure.
gotta meet.
Yeah.
Maybe he will come earlier because he will be working as a welder.
Okay.
Welding the MLRS pickup trucks for Ukrainian army.
Nice. That's cool.
That's cool. He's gonna be doing that in Lviv together with the organization, NGO that is called Car for Ukraine.
Oh, yeah.
With 4.
Yeah.
Do you know them?
I think so, yeah.
We're gonna start a fundraiser soon with them
Nice.
for some unit.
Nice.
Definitely. But guys, sorry, I'm gonna do the next Nate for Truck fundraiser before we do that one. Anyway, I wanted to. Would be good if some 2D building machines were brought into Ukraine. They are very movable now and can be easily set up. But before we react to that one, I want to tell you guys that I'm really worried. Not a single donation came in today. What about, I ask you once again, very politely, not anxiously, okay, to please make a donation and buy tickets for the flag. It's an awesome flag. I'm going to show it to you tomorrow, like in person, during the rent stream. You've been on one of the rent streams, one of the Wednesday streams.
Yeah.
So you guys know Rebecca. She's from Arizona. Those of you who are joining the stream and don't know what we're doing here, what we're talking about, we are in Ukraine, in Kyiv.
We are.
In a cool place called Coffee Records. And I really am... I feel sorry about this plant's leaf because everyone is...
I know.
I've touched it like 20 times already, and it's falling apart.
Little, it's a little.
Yeah, it's a little
sad.
Killed.
I like the lights though.
Yeah, lights are beautiful,
Yeah,
warm, and you know what? We only have 72 likes. Why, guys? We need to make it 100. Please like the stream; it helps with engagement.
I don't think I like.
So we're locking both on donations tonight, guys. Please tell me what's the reason you're not donating during the stream today. Did I exhaust your pockets already with all the previous streams on, especially the one on Sunday? Oh shit, sorry guys. But anyway.
Was there a lot going down on Sunday?
Yeah, people were super generous. We had a lot of donations. Still not the record, but anyway, I can exhaust you. I understand that, guys. I apologize.
Well,
for that.
Obviously it's not you, it's the war, right?
It's a war, yeah.
Right?
It's not my needs. I'm not fundraising for my needs. I'm fundraising for the needs of the army. Once again, I'm saying it to those who are not, who don't know what we're raising funds for. So, I'm going to go to the bathroom.
Thank you. Elvin Archer shared my YouTube.
You talk to the chat meanwhile.
Okay.
I am not taking this microphone with me this time.
To the bathroom? Yeah. Good call.
What? I did it once.
I believe it.
So yeah.
No worries. I'll just talk to myself. Thank you for sharing that. I don't do a lot on social media, but what I do is talk about mental health and just try to normalize the idea of not being okay sometimes, right? I struggle with depression, I struggle with anxiety, and one of my points, the things I focus on is I really believe that a part of your own healing is by helping others. And so I'll be very honest, I came to Ukraine because, for all the right reasons, don't get me wrong, I came here to try to create some peer support programs for veterans. The U.S. Department of VA has some really good peer support programs, and I'm trying to form a collaboration and hope that I don't even know what it's called here, Ministry of Veterans Affairs maybe, could collaborate and create some peer support programs here as well. And so that's what I call my main quest. My side quest is normalizing the idea of talking about therapy, because it's a very taboo subject, similar to the US, right? And so a lot of what I do is meet people. A lot of what I do is go out and talk to veterans. I follow people on Instagram, I follow people on Facebook, and then I text them and I go, hey, I'm in Kyiv. Can we hang out and talk about veteran stuff? I'm gonna meet a guy on Friday and talk to him about a veterans program that he's doing. Circling back to the other reason of why I'm in Ukraine is that I have some of my own PTSD/traumas that I am aware of and am not currently working on. And I say that with like some chagrin because I feel guilty. And I shouldn't feel guilty, because I really truly believe that you get to work on your stuff when you want to. It's your stuff. Work on it whenever you want to. So I came to Ukraine because it's easier to help other people help deal with their stuff than it is to deal with my own stuff sometimes. Talking about like mental health issues.
Yeah.
So I have some trauma, some PTSD stuff that I've decided, I've put it in a little box, and I've put the little box on the shelf, and we're going to deal with that later. And I really believe that like everybody gets to decide that for their own stuff, right?
By the way, you're also a psychologist yourself, right?
I'm not. I'm not a psychologist. I'm peer support. So the difference between a psychologist has a degree, right? They went to college, they learned lots and lots of stuff about that.
And you went through some courses, right?
I have a certificate, but really peer support is based on lived experience. So everything I talk about, all of the things that I teach about are because I have that personal experience.
And you've processed it.
Yeah, I've lived through it. I've been to therapy. I've processed through lots and lots of stuff. Just because you're self-aware doesn't necessarily mean you've dealt with all of it yet. I have some specific traumas that I know I need to deal with around relationships and men specifically. And I've just decided not to right now. So we're going to deal with that later. And so I came to Ukraine because I knew I could teach these things about peer support programs, and I knew I could be helpful to veterans here. But at the same time, I was able to also kind of avoid my stuff. And so it's kind of this double-edged sword.
But you know that avoiding your stuff will only make things worse, right?
Well, I don't feel like I'm actively avoiding it, that it's making it worse. I'm very aware of it. So like step one was to like stop dating sociopaths, right? Like stop dating very broken people who are not emotionally available.
Okay.
So that was step one. So I'm trying to like make healthy choices, right, in relationships.
Yeah, so you're still following the path of...
Yeah, I am. But that's also a part of I really believe that as you help other people heal, you find your own healing in that. And every single person I work with teaches me something new. So if you're open to that, I don't feel like I know everything. Absolutely not. I don't feel like I'm 100% healed. Absolutely not. I'm still working through all that stuff. But if I'm open to that, if I'm open to like, oh yeah, I need to learn some things, or oh yeah, I still need more therapy, as long as you're open to that, you're gonna keep learning.
Yeah,
you're gonna keep
right.
healing, right?
You're right. Yeah.
So
Well said.
That's what I do.
And that's good. That's good that you do it that way. We have 2 donations. It worked. It worked. $20.
Baby steps, baby steps.
$20 from Lynn S. Lynn, you have 2 tickets for the flag. And from Just Jimmy, also $20. I know that you guys always match each other. They always do $20.
Who?
Lynn S. and Just Jimmy.
Oh.
And they always send money approximately simultaneously. I know
Okay.
that you guys are not a couple, but somehow you're synchronized.
You're synchronized.
You always hear my call.
Nice.
Probably it's maybe just that. $5.22 super chat from You Know They Exist. Pete Fouché goes on and lives through us. Exactly. Stand with Ukraine. Do you know who Pete Fouché is?
Yes.
You know, of course. You're... I am really happy to say that he definitely lives through us, and we continue his work.
Yeah,
we
absolutely.
carry on. And guys, at some point we gotta finish that Project Tatiana fundraiser. I think it's also in the description of the stream. It's always there. And if you have the extra means to donate to that one, please do so. So, my friends, I want to ask you to send more donations because we need to end this stream in the next, I would say 20 minutes.
Okay.
To not make it too long.
Are there any? I don't know if you've scrolled through to see if there's any questions.
Yeah, I already hit my 1K budget this month, says Jesse. Jesse sent $550 for the trophy knife.
Nice.
Of the Russian Special Forces. They call it Herou. Or in Russian, Gerou, and it has a bat on their logo. Have you seen that logo before?
A bat like the flying kind?
Yeah, the
No,
flying.
I don't think I have.
So it's like a Batman, and there's a sign of a planet behind it, our
Interesting.
planet,
Uh-huh.
Earth. So yeah,
haven't seen that.
So they are like Herou is their intelligence service.
Okay.
So like military intelligence.
Okay.
And on the logo of our military intelligence, you can see the owl, and owls, they eat bats. So the owl, we have owl
Gotcha.
for a reason there on
Understood.
ours. You ate, hello, live long and prosper. Yeah. Do you know a thing?
Yeah.
You know, I taught you. Yeah.
I have a tattoo. I have an Enterprise tattoo on the back of my neck.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Oh, I'm a big Trekkie.
Is it behind the
It's like right.
the hair?
Yeah.
Nice. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
And I have a trident
Would be
too.
cool
Did I
to
show you my trident?
Where is it?
I got a trident in the center of my back. I'd have to take off a lot of clothes to show you.
Yeah, no,
but-
not this
okay.
time. Next time.
Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, next time we will ask you to do that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, guys, we have a huge Ukrainian supporter here. And it's cool that you are moving to Ukraine at some point. And we
Yeah.
need to hang out more
Yeah,
than
absolutely.
we do.
Absolutely.
Let's do it more often.
For sure.
I'm gonna be trying
sure.
to invite you to more events and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Rebecca, I really like you. And
I know.
I think
You're so much fun to talk to.
Thank you. You're an amazing person, and
Thank you.
we need to hang out more.
Ukraine is an amazing place. I feel like I came here and like I found my people.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I also saw some messages. I think you can listen to all this and reform yourself. Or you can get there by just smoking weed. It's your choice, man.
Yeah.
Said Bella R. Or
Ooh,
Bala.
I've got Kirk or Picard. That's a hard one.
Kirk is easy. I am a fan only of TOS.
Ooh, I will say this. I do really like the reboot Kirk, the Chris Pine.
Chris
Kirk.
Pine one?
I know.
You like him?
I know so many.
You like him more than the one with the torn off piece of a shirt?
I will be honest. I like all Star Trek. I like all of it. I do love Picard, and I really liked the original. Do you remember the old Enterprise show that was the prequel? That was who was that? It was the guy. People help me out. It was the guy that played in Quantum Leap, and he was the captain. But who did he play?
I don't know, to be honest.
Okay, so somebody help me out on that one.
Yeah, I exhausted the
other-
budgets of people. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're fine. The other thing I really like is there's a new series, the newest series that follows Pike, which is called. Help me out. Yes, Scott Bakula was. What captain was he?
Captain Archer.
Captain Archer?
I'm not sure. It's
Yeah, I know.
It's Jamie Johnson saying that. Jamie, by the way, hello. Mikhail Andrusenko. Ви що, охуєли? Yes, ми охуєли. Go fuck yourself. What do you guys think is gonna happen
I can't think of
now
that. Now I gotta look it
Trump
up.
won? Anything can happen. We can either win or lose this war. I don't know.
I'm going to be honest. I'm still hopeful.
We'll see.
I still have hope for Ukraine.
Me too. High five.
And yeah, I think that there are enough people that want to fight for Ukraine that he'll not be able to. In Enterprise it was Captain Archer. Okay, I didn't remember what his name was. Wait, but how does Captain Archer fit into the timeline? Strange New World is the new one. Strange New World is Captain Pike, and it is Anson Mount. And I'm here to tell you, it is as good as the original Star Trek series. Look up the one where they did a Shakespearean play. It's amazing. I'm just saying.
So, I am a fan of the original Star Trek, and I did not watch many, not any, even of the generation.
Second generation,
second
the next generation. Yeah,
the next
yeah.
generation, and all that stuff. Do you know why?
Why?
Just because I cannot watch stuff from 90s. For some reason, the way they filmed it. Yeah, the way they filmed it.
Talking bad about my decade.
I apologize.
This is my world. That's all I had was the 90s. Okay.
This is why it's
I know.
good, not good. It's nostalgic for you, and it's something. But for me, for some reason, I just can't watch it. I don't.
You just
don't
never got into it.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
it. And I'm not planning to, unfortunately.
So I've watched everything. Actually, so somebody just said Deep Space Nine was the best, and I've actually. Deep Space Nine is the only one I never got into. I've watched all the others, portions of all the others. Next Generation I was pretty into because I was in college at the time, and that was just what I watched when I got home from school. So I watched the original, and then the Next Generation, and now Discovery. I thought Discovery was really good. Strange New Worlds is phenomenal. I loved all the movies. I loved the whole reboot of the thing where his dad dies and blah, blah, blah. I loved it. I loved all of it. Love me some Star Trek. I don't hate Star Wars. It's just not as good, in my opinion.
Same,
I like it.
Same.
I've seen them all. I like it.
I also like Star
fine.
Wars, but I'm a fan of Star Trek, not of
It's just
Star
not
Wars.
great, yeah.
It's okay, but Star Trek, in
Yeah,
my opinion,
by far.
provides a more deep in all the meanings universe, mostly in the meanings of senses, and they contain much more, let's say, franchises in Star Trek. There are more franchises, more topics being discussed,
branching out into
it was always a sense there, always a meaning, in each Star Trek piece, beginning from 60s, and they all had their own generational, because the new generation, the one that, I forgot the name, with black actress
Discovery.
Discovery.
The one who's the
I also like it.
captain.
People seem to hate it.
I
But
know. I
like
liked it too. I thought the characters were really well done. But I don't ever mind. Star Trek has always been known for sort of pushing the envelope, and they always are the ones that introduce like it was the first time a white actor and a black actress kissed, things like that. Like they were ahead of, progressive. Thank you.
They were always
very progressive.
Than Star Wars.
Yeah, and so now people get upset about that. Well, it's not about the woke thing, and I'm like, it was always Star Trek was always progressive. Absolutely,
it was.
They were always pushing the envelope, so that doesn't bother me. I like the storylines. I think they build great characters, and I think they, even when they're pushing that envelope and they're being progressive, they're sharing it in a very appropriate way, a well done way.
Rebecca. Sorry.
Sir.
You
No,
did
no.
not finish.
I'm done.
Okay. Sir Garrick says, Rebecca, Archer commands the first warp starship named Enterprise right before Federation and the
Okay.
start of Starfleet in timeline. AFAIK? What's FAIK? What's that abbreviation? Just a second. Here, in the very end. What's that abbreviation? AFAIK. What's that?
I don't know.
A fake? Maybe it's
No,
not.
it's, it means
maybe it's a
it-
fake. Maybe not an abbreviation at all. As far as I know.
Yeah, as far as I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
As far as I know. Thank you, McPigeon. Okay. Gene Roddenberry was a genius. Yeah, he was. I 100% agree. Damn, it's cool that we can also talk about Star Trek.
Right? I know.
And I have an idea for a patch, which I will definitely do.
Are you gonna do Star Trek?
Yeah, it's gonna be Star
Oh,
Trek
oops.
one.
Man down.
Man
Man down.
not man in this case, but the piece of equipment. And it's a carpet here, guys, so it's not really a
Yeah,
How do you
it's
call
fine.
it? Heartful.
Yeah.
So
It lived. Oh, look, I got this printed. This is the exact
Ooh.
trident that I have
Show
on
it
my.
closer. I mean, maybe like this.
So I had this made for me, and that is the exact trident that I have on my back.
Nice.
Yeah.
Where did you get the design? Do you know it?
I just Googled like Ukrainian tridents and then sorted through them until I found one that I
okay.
liked.
That's
yeah,
cool.
I know.
I mean, it's a cool design.
I know.
Can you show it once more?
I liked the way it had like the little pointy bits. I don't know. I just really liked it.
Yeah,
And then
I
I,
also like it.
had this case made recently for my phone.
By the way, 2 more donations. $5 from
Nice.
Alvin Archer. For coffee or where it's needed. No coffee. It's needed for the Ukrainian army.
Did I show you my new tattoos on here? Did
No,
I
you
show
did
you
not.
this one?
Wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah. So I got this one.
Is it the Ukrainian
I-
style?
yeah.
Vyshyvanka? Like
Yeah. So
Vyshyvanka,
this is
right?
a Vyshyvanka tattoo.
You need to show it close.
And okay. It goes the whole way around.
Beautiful.
And then this one, I can't. There we go. I can't get my arm down around. The bird is. I got that in a Johnny FD video.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You hang out with him?
Sometimes we have mutual friends. So my friend Kat will invite me, and I don't know that we're hanging out with Johnny FD because we're not. I mean, we're friends, but we're not close. And I show up, and I'm like, oh, now we're in a Johnny FD video. Okay, sweet.
Okay, I will say it for the first time.
Yeah.
And guys, don't make clips out of it, okay? But I don't hang out with Johnny FD much because I don't like to party during the war.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
So yeah.
I
anyway,
agree. I understand.
I
know he does.
Don't
you know,
feel it's time for it, you know.
I respect that he does a lot of fundraisers as well.
Yeah.
And
That's
I
I also respect. But
Yeah.
I respect his work.
Yeah.
I invite him to my streams sometimes, but I don't hang out much with him.
Yeah.
Because he likes to party, and there's no problem with that. As a Ukrainian, I don't feel it's right. He can do it as an American.
Right.
It's not a problem. And he does good things too, raising for Ukrainian army.
Absolutely. Agreed.
And he has a campaign right now together with Kozak Gandhi and Andrew Mercado. They are raising funds for the NAFO truck.
For a
so
new
guys,
truck?
you can
Yeah.
go to that platform, and if you have the extra means.
Nice.
I mean, by that platform, I mean Help 99 website, the 69 Sniffer Brigade one. And you can make donation to that one to finally close that campaign and to get cool patches.
Nice.
Dragon drones, 1 patches. And
Oh,
the second
yeah.
patch is the Syrsky cat.
The Dragon drones was on one of the trucks, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Already, so
Yeah.
they've raised enough money to cover two
Okay.
trucks,
And that
so
was the
they've
first one.
already
Okay.
provided them.
Yeah, I asked Mercado to come drive on that one, and he said he couldn't make it. But it was right before the election, and he live streams a lot of the election stuff. So
he
he's
dived in
very
completely
focused on
into
that,
it.
yeah.
Photograph, thank you so much for 20 gifted memberships. And I did not mention one more donation. It's from Marcin, $30, 8 for Ukraine. Thank you so much, my friend. You have 3 tickets for the flag, guys. Okay, before we finish in 6 minutes, I would ask you to send 1 or 2 more donations. If more, great. But let's do 1 or 2 at least.
Here,
If
let
you
me send
still
one.
haven't donated, we need to actually closed the campaign, the current fundraising campaign for, oh my God, the car and the tools for the car repair station in the battalion. Can you imagine? We will supply with the tools the whole car repair
That's
station.
pretty amazing. What is it? Tell me your PayPal so I can type it in.
Awesome.
Rick
It's Rick
dot
Carl at 1842.
Rick.Carl
1842 at gmail.com.
Why is it not?
And you'll
finding
have
it?
tickets for the flag, 100%. You'll have a chance to win it. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's me, Yaroslav Nehmatulin. This is my full name. I'm not
Is
hiding
this
it.
the right person?
The right person.
It is
Yeah,
the
it's
right
me.
person. Okay.
Well, nice. Yeah, I also think it's nice. Thank you, Rebecca. It's very nice of you. Good to see you all, but I have to get to the gym. I'm getting stir crazy. Slava Ukraini. Героям слава, Howie. I can't wait to see you again here in Ukraine. Hugs to you, and nice meeting you, Rebecca.
Absolutely.
Says Howard. You're going to meet in person soon.
Nice.
When you come to Ukraine, you're
Nice.
definitely going to meet. Okay, for how long you're staying in Ukraine this time?
I'm only really here for like another week and a half.
Uh-huh.
I leave next Friday.
Next Friday.
I had to promise my family I would be home for Thanksgiving.
It would be cool to meet at least once before that.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
So 1.5 weeks I have a chance to meet you. I will definitely keep that in mind and invite you somewhere. Okay. I will ask my friend Andriy Siramaha. He is the defender of Ukraine, who lost one leg and one arm in the battle, and he is currently rehabilitating, and he is one of the most inspiring people I know. He's a mover and shaker.
Yeah.
He's never given up. With those injuries, he's saying, I don't give a fuck. I will get prosthetics.
Yeah.
I will get back to the front line, and I will be.
Does he have
I will
prosthetics?
Not yet.
Okay.
Huge rehabilitation.
But
He has also a spine injury.
Oh, okay. So he has to go through some stuff before he can get...
It's not just about losing an arm. His
Okay.
spine was broken in several places.
Is he here in Kyiv?
Right now he is, and this Thursday he invited me to the event. It's going to be an event, a fundraising event for 114th Brigade for a car. He did not tell me the specifics, but there are going to be a lot of, he said,
Yeah, keep me
activists,
posted.
volunteers, let me tell you who else, and good people. So I'm inviting you there if the number of seats or whatever people come in there not limited. I will ask him and
Let
tell
me know.
you.
Let me know.
I would love to see you there too. You will be able to meet more great people. So Andriy, here there are some people. Okay, I think I know this guy. Ruslan Miroshnichenko, Khas, Andriy Chepushak, Marina Aristov, Alexei Surovtsev. I know this guy for sure. I don't know these guys, but Dubki, I think some singers probably also there. Maybe some comedians. Burlan, Nastya Baloch, Olena Yusenko, Tom Soda, Polina Dashkova. Definitely some singers because it's like a cynical names here, you know. Yagoda and Max Leonov. Andriy Chernovol, Miroslava Mandzyuk. I know her, definitely. Miroslava Mandzyuk sounds familiar, and I think I know this guy's face. And this is gonna be Solomia Vitvitska. Yeah, guys, a lot of. And it's gonna be. This place is called Insider. It's a bar. I'm not gonna be drinking anything.
I
besides
won't
of
be
tea.
drinking. I am off alcohol for a little while now.
So it's a charity event, and here's a progress bar. Actually, not the progress bar, but the jar of the fundraiser. Let's go and see. Wait, it's not the fundraiser. It's the event
What is
on
that?
Instagram.
Insider
Here it
UA?
is. Insider, it's a bar.
Oh, okay. So the
somewhere
bar
in
was
Kyiv.
advertising.
Yeah. The bar, no, it will happen there, I think, in that bar. This event. Okay, so here's the fundraiser, guys. They're raising 219,000 hryvnias, and right now they have 70,000. So it's like still like 70% to be raised, more to be raised. Yeah, great. So I forgot to mention the donation from Rebecca. Thank you so much for $50. You have
Absolutely.
5 tickets for that flag.
Nice.
Okay, guys. One more donation before we finish. What do you think? Anyone's ready to donate? By the way, I forgot to mention the super chat there. Nurse Sean, thank you so much for $10 super chat. I'm Not Okay by Kaska. Check it out. Okay, I will. Thank you so much. Ukrainian song.
Do you know this guy?
Alexander Shvachka. I think
He's a veteran.
I think I know his
He's
face.
got a Veterans Alliance. I'm trying to connect with him. We're gonna meet up on Friday to talk about veterans stuff. So that's one of my things is prosthetics and mental health. So
really cool.
he has a prosthetic.
That's
so
an opportunity for you to
yeah,
work
I'm
on
trying
your specialty,
to
right?
yeah, exactly.
That's really cool. I think
I don't really know anything about him, but like all of his content and stuff seems
legit,
very positive and legit. So that's those are the kind of people I want to connect with who are.
So this guy lost a leg, and he. Yeah, I need maybe to show this photo closer. What do you think? Him on prosthetics. Maybe some photo that we can see it better.
Yeah.
Let's see.
All of it is pretty small, so it's just from Instagram. But literally, that's what I do. I follow people on Instagram or Facebook who are veterans who have prosthetics and are people that are like working with veterans or doing the type of work that I want to encourage, and I go to them and I say, hey, like, how can I be helpful to you? Can I help you build peer support programs? Can I help you, whatever it is. Like, I want to build veteran networks. That's what I want to do.
That's really cool. I'm happy to hear it because after we win,
Amen.
We will have a lot of work on,
I agree
on
completely.
both physical and mental health of veterans, on rebuilding Ukraine. So I will have the fundraisers until the end of my life, if I survive this war,
Well,
because we all living here in Ukraine, we all need to survive it, even civilians.
Yeah,
because
I
it can
agree
hit you
completely.
anytime, anywhere. And we still don't know how bad it's going to be in a few months, in a few years.
I know.
So
I try to stay hopeful and I try to stay positive, but I also have this thing where I try not to focus on the pieces I can't control. Right? I can only focus on what I can control. I can work on mental health programs. I can come to Ukraine. I can drive trucks. These are the pieces that I can be helpful with. And I know it seems sometimes short-sighted that I'm not focused on the distant future, but
no, it's not.
I get the anxiety, right? If I focus on things I can't control, it gives me anxiety. And so I have to focus on what can I do today to be helpful to Ukraine? And that's all I can do, right?
Oh my God, I am making people broke. I mean, maybe not instantly, but definitely getting them to that point bit by bit. Because Jesse sent $50 and said, going over budget for Ukraine. Damn it, Rick, you have my heart. By the way, Jesse, I apologize if you missed that on the previous stream, but you were there in the chat when I was saying that you will have to come to Ukraine to get that knife because you cannot ship it via the... you need... That knife is a weapon.
Can I carry it home in a checked luggage if I declare it?
You need to declare it
And
here
then
in
I could
Ukraine
ship it.
first, probably. Like, take a document that it's your knife and take it.
I have a lawyer. Maybe he could help me with this. Like, if you need me to take it with me and ship it?
Maybe, but not ship it, but take it with you. Yeah.
No, but like take it with me to the U.S. and then ship it to the person. Are they in the U.S.?
Can you do it via email in U.S., a weapon knife? Can you ship it via?
Yes, I think I have to declare what it
USPS?
is. Yeah, I have to say that's what it is, but I could ship it.
Yeah, awesome. We can try that.
Yeah,
let's
talk
fucking
about
do it.
that.
Jesse, we have hope to deliver it to you faster.
I'll ask my lawyer to make sure because like I don't want to get to like the border and then have them take it away from me. So I want to find out like is there paperwork that we can say I bought this and I want to take it home. So like how do I do that?
You need to contact your lawyer tomorrow.
Yeah.
And ask them if they know about that because it's like a.
I want to
would say-
transport this in my checked luggage.
I'm in Arizona, Rebecca. I can
Shut
meet you in
up.
person.
That's awesome. Where do you live in Arizona? I live in Mesa. That's fantastic.
It's really cool. The
No,
world is a
the
small
world is so
place,
small.
yeah.
So we had a friend, an American who died here in the Foreign Legion, and I had like a box of his things, right, that I needed to take home to his family, and we spent about 6 months trying to get in touch with his daughter, and she had stopped checking her Instagram for whatever reason. And when I finally contacted her, she lives an hour away from me, and like we got together for lunch. So I gave her the stuff for her dad. And actually, I had her write his name on an American flag, a little American flag, and I'm going to go put it in the Maidan memorial for her.
That's going to be a big,
So,
I don't know, like an honor, but also it's such a tragedy that
it is.
it is all happening. I mean, I was smiling when you said that, and I was like, shit, I'm smiling about the world being a small place, but
He lives in Florence.
the reason for it, it's such a
I
fucking
know.
tragedy.
I know. I agree completely.
And if you have a chance, please thank him for his service. At least say it to her
Yeah,
from my behalf,
absolutely.
on my behalf, and on behalf of Rollers. Okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
Tell
She
us
actually
that we
wants to
care.
come visit. So if she
That's
comes to
gonna be
visit,
great.
I'll
Yeah.
definitely connect you.
Connect us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, she was asking me, like, can I go visit? Can I see
Once
it?
again, who is she to him?
His daughter.
Daughter.
So
Oh my God.
her dad was killed in the Foreign Legion.
Crazy.
Yeah.
How old is she?
She is 30, mid-30s. I don't remember.
Mid-30s, just like
Yeah.
me. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, you can see Michael Jackson at the moment, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Right,
Behind us.
right there.
It's creepy as fuck.
He's looking out of the window. So, Jesse Show says, Rebecca, I live in Florence. I will take you to sushi.
Oh, sushi is my favorite thing on the planet.
Same.
If I could eat sushi every day for lunch,
I will take you to sushi. Do you know?
I do not know
No.
where that is.
Aryan Sushi Grill.
But I will go 100%. I would go anywhere for sushi.
It's an amazing
I
day.
live
I
my
agree.
apartment. There's a little sushi place downstairs, so like I run down there every day. I have their phone number. I'm like, hey,
Really cool.
coming down to get sushi.
Okay, guys. So we had to finish the stream like
Okay.
around 20 minutes ago.
Oh,
But
we just kept talking.
I always enjoy
I know.
the conversation with you. And I mostly have amazing people on my stream, so
Yeah,
I
you do.
want those
You-
streams to go for hours and hours.
Honest to God, you are the most. You're dedicated. Like you are seriously dedicated to this. You
Yeah.
really go out of your way to find people that are doing good works here, and you want to like you spread the wealth. You know what I mean? You're like, I want donations for all these people. Like,
Yeah.
we're doing all these different fundraisers. These people are doing amazing things, and you share so many
You know,
videos.
this is my work. This is my job, and I want to do the job well.
Yeah.
And I want to put all of myself into this job and
It shows.
get a good result.
Yeah.
So this is why I will spend hours and hours streaming and really choking my audience to donate.
Right. I know. Well, I feel like as everybody does as much as they can, right? We'd be in a much better position. And that's some of it is sharing the wealth, some of it is, making sure everybody knows the situation, and
Okay, not choking, but what, smothering? What's the word for it?
encouraging.
I know, but I wanted to say it, but I'm doing it in the way, like
yeah.
in a wholesome,
Choking is a little bit
kind
yeah.
way, and I am just, guys, I am explaining also a lot of the times because the sooner we finish this fundraiser, the sooner we can get to the
Right.
next one,
Right.
and the sooner the line, which holds 8 8 different requests right
Yeah.
now. We'll move
I know.
closer to the next unit, and the units that are standing in line right now, just waiting, will get their equipment faster, and we will help to, maybe save life,
Right,
maybe
yeah.
to make that life a bit safer,
Yeah.
just a tiny bit, but it can play the key role in
Yes.
saving the lives of our soldiers.
Yes.
So it's very important, and I am being very, not demanding, but very sticky and very dedicated also for a reason, because
Yeah.
it will eventually save lives.
Yeah.
So the chat is broken, I think. Let me restart it. Okay, guys, so we need to say goodbye for today. On Thursday, I will probably stream from that event with my friend Andriy Siramacha, and I will tell you if either it's limited number of people there or not.
Yeah.
And then Lena is also going to be there.
Nice.
And yeah, that's it. I see you, the tenacious Rick.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Rick, the tenacious
Ukrainian.
Yeah, that's the tenacious. Yes, that's the word. It's probably настырный. Probably настырный is a Russian word, but let me check it in Ukrainian. Just using a Google Translator real quick before we finish.
Google Перекладач.
Guys, before we finish, please send any donation on the base, because I've added the base alert here, and you can rickroll us right now.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
I've added to the portable version too,
Yeah, yeah.
so let's test it. Do the test, guys. Okay, is tenacious from English? Tenacious. Do you know the band Tenacious D?
No.
No? Jack Black is a lead singer in the band.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, this is a horrible thing to admit, but I did not understand Jack Black's genius until I saw him in Jumanji.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Наполегливый. That's the Ukrainian word.
Persistent.
Непоступливый.
Yeah,
That's me.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So Tenacious D it's him, and if you watched the Peak of Destiny movie, have you watched it? No, you definitely gotta
I've
watch
never
it.
even heard of that.
Tenacious. Yeah.
Peak of Destiny?
Yeah, you can
No.
see a lot of songs of Tenacious D in that. Wow, I really wonder. So maybe you're not a super rock and roller person if you haven't, or metal, rock and roll, metal, more like metal.
I grew up on Metallica. I don't know, does Metallica count as metal?
Yeah, of course. It's
My
thrash
favorite song
metal.
on the planet is Metallica.
So it's really odd.
I know.
You didn't see.
But is it Jack Black? Because I was never a Jack Black fan for a really long time.
Oh my god, I'm
Like
a fan
I
of
didn't
that dude.
understand his genius until much later in life, and
so
now I understand that he's a genius.
He's a genius.
Yeah,
Oh,
I didn't understand.
Can you see? No. Can you see? He's the man in you. So you definitely gotta watch the movie.
Okay.
Do it.
Okay.
This week. Okay.
Here, let me add that to my list. I have a list of
Please do
things.
it.
I'm not kidding. I have a list of
Yeah,
movies.
that's really cool.
Movies and books that I put in here.
So the peak, like the mediator.
The
P-E-A-K.
K. Yeah.
Of Destiny.
Okay.
The Peak of Destiny.
Okay.
Watch that one. We love Rick. Awesome, tenacious is a great word. Suits me very well.
list?
Yeah, I agree. Peak. No, pick. No. That's probably a joke. Is it pick? Yeah, it's probably guys. I did the wrong pronunciation.
Pick of Destiny?
The pick of Destiny. So do you call
Oh,
mediator a pick?
I think that you play with guitar.
Yeah. The one. That one.
Here, let me
So not the-
IMDb this.
Yeah, so P-I-C-K. Guys, I think a lot of you forgot to like the stream. Please do it, okay? Thank you. I'm more Led Zeppelin. Okay. Jack Black
I was very much,
also in a lot of movies, yeah.
I'm a 90s kid, so Metallica is hardcore, my absolute favorite of all
Guitar
times.
pick.
Oh, yeah, guitar pick.
Yeah, Metallica is a good band, but for some reason, not my favorite. I respect and enjoy their music, but never listened to like all of their songs, like never been a fan. Anyway, just because probably not
Okay, but have you heard
my
the...
taste. Did you put it in?
I did, yeah.
That's it. Tenacious
D
in the Pick of
Destiny.
Destiny.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay.
That movie is gonna
okay,
blow your
okay.
mind, especially the songs are in it. There's a song that is called Kickapoo, if I'm not mistaken. Not a fucking time ago, in a town called Kickapoo.
Wait, I've heard that.
There was a religious family.
I've heard that
humble
song.
through and through.
I don't know why.
So yeah, somewhere you've heard it. So it tells a story of young J Balls, Jack Black, J Balls. He
Right.
calls himself.
Of course.
That's a funny movie, and shows the genius.
Okay,
of-
I'm
of
gonna get in touch with my lawyers so that I can figure out how to take this knife home.
his- yeah, let's do it.
Because I have this like giant fucking suitcase that like has to be checked anyway, so might as well check it. right?
Did anyone rickroll us? Did you see the
I did not see.
notification there, guys?
Did not see.
Did anyone do that? Because I was supposed to finish the stream, and then I thought you got to do that, and you still haven't.
Oh yeah, somebody just said they do movie nights. One of my ideas for Ukraine with like an American culture thing is I brought a bunch of 80s and 90s movies, and I wanted to do a movie night where we watched like an 80s or a 90s movie, and then we talked about like the weird cultural things in it that didn't make sense, and like as a way to share American culture and also an English language session, right, with Ukrainians. And I have never made that work yet. I've never found a place to do that. So when I come back in the summer, we're going to do a movie night
Awesome.
for crappy 80s and 90s movies. And by crappy, I mean amazing.
By crappy you mean amazing.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
actually did not know that. I mean like cool shit. I know that phrase, but
Yeah,
never
yeah.
heard crappy in a good sense.
Like they're not great, but they're classics. I mean, some of them are great.
Have you ever seen Police Academy? Of course, we've
Yeah.
seen that. That's
Yeah.
an epic one. Hello, Baz.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
I was
Baz?
thinking things like Captain Ron, you know. What are some other really good 80s and 90s movies?
Can I sing y'all a song? How will you do it in the chat?
The Goonies,
Just
obviously.
gonna be doing that. Okay, guys.
Have you
so
seen The Goonies?
The Goonies? I don't think so.
Oh, God. I must.
Yeah, I think
I just want to like
I missed that
indoctrinate
one.
all of Ukraine. It's a kids movie, but it's like a swashbuckling good time.
Okay, guys. So, please tell me if anyone wants to try the what? Oh
The
my
what?
God. The notification. The Rick roll us, guys. Please.
The Rick Roller.
Rick roll us,
Make
guys.
the Rick roll. That's like a tongue twister. Yeah. Okay.
Hey, please just tell me if you're planning to do so I can finish the stream right now. If no one is planning to do so, just send, I don't know, like 50 cents there or 5 cents just to test it if it works. I'm curious.
I don't know what
if
the
it's gonna
site is,
work.
or I would just do it myself.
The base, it's let me send you the link.
I need to. So I still have one. I was moving all of my subscriptions off of Buy Me a Coffee, but I think I still support Patron the dog on Buy Me a Coffee.
Wow.
So I need to like make sure that they're still receiving that, and that we don't need to move it off of that
By the way,
platform.
you can also support me
I support
on
you.
the base.
No, I do support you,
do
but I
support-
don't remember which location.
I apologize that I forgot that.
No, it's okay.
I was actually
I have so many like cool.
Project
Nice and stuff.
Constantine.
Nice.
Kraken volunteer was
Nice.
given to me by Kraken. This one was given to me by one of the rollers who passed away.
Oh wow.
It's the first roller who we lost, like literally lost. He lost his life. He was an amazing
in
volunteer.
the
His name,
Legion?
no. His name was James Hong, 0 ohms. He was also in the convoys. He was
I never
there.
met him.
He was an amazing supporter of Ukraine. He's an engineer, a senior engineer who was developing technology for Ukrainian army. And yeah, here's the link. You can follow the link. Base mono.
This one here.
Yeah.
Monobank.
Is it gonna work?
Maybe.
Can you try to double tap it there or like? No, not working. You see, guys, it's the vertical format. Links are not
Yeah.
working there.
It's okay. I can go back to it later after it's
But
been
you
posted.
tell me you already subscribed
Yeah,
there.
I
so
do subscribe because I subscribed on your site, like, you know, where you have the the different levels are the names of the equipment?
Yeah. But which one?
I don't remember.
Because Buy Me a Coffee, I canceled all of them because I cannot withdraw money from there anymore. And I went through all the names, and there's no Rebecca there. Was no.
Okay, I'll have to figure out where I support you.
Is it the base? Let me actually
Maybe
open the base and show you how it looks. I wanted to give you a patch. Did you get the one with Bradley on one of my campaigns? The NAFA truck campaigns? Do you have that one?
I don't remember.
You would have remembered.
Okay, then I probably don't.
You probably don't have this one.
Oh no, I don't.
Now
and
you
it's
have it.
purple and pink. Oh my god, it's amazing.
Mine are always purple.
I love
You
it.
probably noticed my campaigns there on,
That's amazing.
on Help 99 website, right? Let me show it to the guys. So I have given this one just now to Rebecca. It's Bradley from one of the previous campaigns. Rebecca?
Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. Yeah,
It's a pleasure.
I will figure out where I support you and make sure it was not.
Yeah, I wanted to show you the base. Here it is. It looks like... Come on, load up. Like this. Base by Monobank.
I don't remember. I just remember like following a link probably in one of the videos or maybe on your site. Maybe on one of your social medias. I know it's a monthly though, so I know, but I need to figure it out.
Maybe Patreon?
Oh, maybe. I do have an account on that. I support several people on that one.
But I don't remember you being on the list there. Interesting.
I'll have to find it.
Yeah, okay, so
Because I want to make sure it's still active.
It's the Aziza's one, not mine. So, hey, Robert Janissar subscribed to Aziza's base. No, actually increased his subscription. Thank you so much, Robert. I've entered Aziza's base
Nice.
because she trusts me, and I can see the updates on her base. And yeah, Robert Johnson was donating, by the way, on the 6th of November to the apartment fund 5,000 hryvnias. That's crazy.
Nice.
Thank you so much, Robert.
That's fantastic.
Okay, and one more donation. Danielle from Montreal, $100. Hello.
Nice.
Spread it around like sunflower seeds. You mean you don't want the tickets for the flag? Or, guys, did you check the notification? I don't know if it worked. Did you see anything in the chat about the Rickroll?
Oh, wait.
It just appeared.
Just right now.
Just right now.
I was
Nikki,
like, is there a guy behind us?
thank you so much. Yeah, it's playing now.
Nice.
It just appeared.
That's
But it was
awesome.
not. But it's not playing the sound, right? So it probably will show the picture without playing the sound.
Oh, but maybe not to interrupt the stream.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
But that's only in the vertical format.
Oh, right. Vertical format's different.
Yeah. Okay, guys. We need to... Okay, for tickets. So tickets for you, right? Not to rollers. Just specify, and we finish that. Okay, thank you so much for all the donations today. Thank you for the memberships, super chats, all of that. And it was a pleasure to talk
Absolutely.
to you, Rebecca.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you for being a volunteer for Ukraine. Thank you for supporting us, our people. Thank you for being
Absolutely.
a good Christian. I'm not a Christian myself.
I
But
don't know if
thank
I'm a good Christian.
Okay, a bad
But
Christian?
I try to be a nice person, right? Like, isn't that the goal in life? I don't know.
5 for me and 5 for who wants them. Okay, Danielle.
Oh, nice. That's
You
good.
got it. Yeah, rollers not lately, they constantly share tickets with other rollers.
Oh, yeah.
Some of them.
Your supporters are some of the best, for sure. You have a really good community.
One of the
I know,
best.
you said that
one of the best. It's best.
Yeah,
It's the
no,
best
for
one.
real. You said that in one of your videos, I think. You were talking about them, and you said, well, I'm not an asshole, and so I attract people who are not assholes. And I think that's real, right?
Yeah.
Like, you're a very genuine person, and so you attract people who are genuinely want to help.
And when we attract assholes, and when we discover that they are assholes,
Right.
and they're going to be assholes to us,
Right.
rollers, we
kick them out.
we
Yeah.
kick them out.
Absolutely.
So, guys, you need to be a good person to be a roller.
Yep.
Okay, is Crimea independent? No, it's a part of Ukraine, but autonomous in Ukraine. When it's going to be deoccupied, it's going to be the autonomy inside of Ukraine. I'm not good Buddhist. I'm not a good Buddhist. Jesse Shaw says Crimea is Ukrainian. Exactly. So For fuck's sake, Rick never finishes that. Live long. Yeah, live long, prosper.
I don't even know if I can do
and
that.
donate.
Okay.
You can do it. And
There
this
you go.
finger should also be there. Yeah, like that.
Yeah?
So we give
Okay.
the live long and prosper high five now.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Thank you for
Very nice.
everything. Guys, I love you. Slava Ukraini. And
Heroям слава.
Heroям slava. That's what you reply to that. I see you tomorrow on the rant stream.
Yes.
Love you guys. Bye.